We just figured out Blue's Clues. And by that I mean we cracked the code. Albeit it wasn't a very hard code to crack, and some other people online have been talking about this already. But the Rarity collection that we are getting later this year is seemingly identically lining up to the Rarity collection that Japan got several years ago, in that the set is 79 cards for us. It was 80 cards over there. But one key difference that Japan's Rarity collection has that ours most likely won't is Max C. So if you go off the fact that this set is exactly 80 cards, and ours is 79, one can only assume that with all of these announced cards already, and all of these cards being in the same spoiler in Japan, we can only assume that it's the exact same set. Now, I feel like Konami over here would go the extra mile and, change it up, do something else. And, we do get slightly different rarities than they got, but for the most part, this is looking like the exact same thing. So I'm going to run through the cards that are in the Japanese spoiler, which realistically are our spoiler as well. Don't put too much stock in the RC01. I don't know what it'll actually be called over here. Whether it be 25 RC or something like that for us. We just put a placeholder number here for this for now. But if everything holds up based on the number in the set and the cards that were already revealed for the spoiler, this realistically is more or less going to be the spoiler for our 25th Rarity Collection spoiler. And I feel like with all the things Konami has in store for this 25th anniversary special, they may have just copy and pasted it. So let's go through it. Lava Golem needs a reprint. Makes perfect sense here. Lone Fire Blossom. This card's been reprinted to death, but it is an iconic card over the last 25 years. Effect Veiler, staple of course. Ferris. Seems a little odd that you wouldn't also have, or more or less would have Stratos here instead, but I mean, this is how it was in Japan. Tour Guide, staple. Lancia, staple. Sphere Mode, staple, and definitely needs a reprint over here. Ash Blossom, staple. Luna. It's not snow, but believe it or not, it was Luna in Japan's, not snow, so, I mean, hey, whatever. Inspector Border, I expected this to be like a Mono Awato, but it is what it is. Ghost Spell and Haunted Mansion, staple. Blackwing Simoon, the Poison Wind. There are many Blackwings that I think are more iconic than this, but that's, listen, it wouldn't be a Konami set without a couple, questionable, wait, what? Danger Jackalope, sure. Shifter, sure. Nibiru, sure. Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon, not Chaos Max, but whatever. Galaxy Eyes Afterglow Dragon. Win the Wind Channeler. I don't really get this one. Eldritch the Golden Lord in both its original and alter art. Dogmatica Ecclesia. Fallen of Albaz. Alpha, the Master of Beasts. Iris Sword Soul. Syra Angel Benten. Master Hero Darklaw. Elder Entity Natis. Red Plant Dragostapelia, almost shocked, a little confused Starving Venom's not here as well, but Mud Dragon of the Swamp, Egyptian God Slime, Ancient Fairy Dragon, needs a errata, well, so we got the errata, but needs a foil printing with the errata, which was shocking that Maze of Memories didn't give us a foil one of that. Herald of the Arclight, Junk Speeder, Borlode Savage Dragon, Baron de Flor, Downard Magician, Ghost Trick Angel of Mischief, Galaxy Eyes Full Armor Photon Dragon, Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, number 100 Numeron Dragon, Dingirsu, Time Thief Redoer, Cherubini, Nightmare Unicorn in both the original and all art, Mech Knight Crusadia Avramax, Code Talker Inverted, Striker Dragon, Selene, Queen of the Master Magicians, Decode Talker Heat Soul, Artemis, the Magistus Moon Maiden, Change of Heart, makes sense, Reinforcements to the Army, also makes sense. Two iconic staples here. Also, we don't have a big rarity of Change of Heart outside of the OG secrets and not the OG secret, the Legendary Collection secret and stuff. Reasoning, Fossil Dig, Spellbook of Judgment, Pre-Preparation of Rites, Pot of Desires, Called by the Grave, Magicalized Fusion, a little random but sure. Pot of Extravagance, Dark Ruler No More, Lightning Storm, Nadir's Servant, Triple Tactics Talent, Forbidden Droplet, Chaos Space, Pot of Prosperity, Small World, Magician's Salvation, Compulsory Evacuation Device, Summon Limit, Ice Barrier, I don't know why, Dimensional Barrier makes more sense. Harpy's Feather Storm as opposed to Duster, but also welcome the reprint. Evenly Matched, Infinite Impermanence, Dogmatic Punishment, Shadal's Schism, Ice Dragon's Prison, and Tri-Brigade Revolt to round it out. Definitely lines up for the most part, and I could totally see this being the legitimate spoiler. Are there things that are definitely left out? Absolutely. Are there things that make absolutely no sense? Absolutely. But, you know, it is what it is, and as it is, they have other things that they could put these 25th collector rare type things in for the future, so I just wanted to bring this to light. Definitely seems like they, based on the set description, are going with quite literally the exact same setup as it is in Japan. And all the cards they've confirmed so far, Ash, Nibiru, Failer, Imperm, Baron, Savage Dragon, Egyptian God Slime, Prosperity, Talents, and Droplet were all in that spoiler that I just mentioned. So it could definitely be the exact same set. If it is, I will say, this is one of the craziest things Konami's ever released. This is like doing Dual Devastator correctly. Obviously, it's not all guaranteed like Dual Devastators was, but if Dual Devastator was literally the same build as like the Speed Duel boxes where it's guaranteed, but you have a chance of getting like these 1 in 4 versions of a different rarity, or these 1 in 6 versions of this ultimate, like this was the way to do it for sure. So I'm very interested to see how this is going to be going forward. But hey, let me know in the comments down below as to what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next video.
For more amazing Speed Duel content, subscribe to Yugi Bros. It's time to duel!